and I seen his face cut from here to here. Open, just horrible.
A stabbing on the Metrolink. The calls for increased security on St. Louis's transit system.
A cool weekend, but a dry one is ahead. What else you can expect?
After relearning how to walk, she's making her way back to the stage tonight. The incredible determination of this St. Louis singer. Today in St. Louis, Weekend Edition, starts right now.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Well, good morning. We're waking up this morning with a beautiful live look down Market Street at the St. Louis Arch. It's a bit chillier than normal today, so you may want to grab a jacket before you head out the door. And that sunrise is beautiful. That is picturesque.
Stunning.
We need to get a picture of that one.
I know, it is lovely out there.
Well, good morning. It's Saturday, April 22nd. I'm Mercedes McKay. Weather First meteorologist Tracy Henson is here with us today. And Tracy, people are going to notice a little bit of a shock when they walk out the door.
Yes, it is a little chilly, but hey, the less we can run our air conditioners right now, the better, because May, June, right around the corner. We're about to get into our summery seasons here. So I kind of like not hearing the hum of the air conditioner.
I agree, and I will say though, I'm sure many at home are feeling what I'm feeling. I've had to just like go from cool to heat to cool to heat. This is also my first, St. Louis spring, so I really don't know what to expect.
The weather whiplash.
Yes, I know. I'm sure everyone at home's like, oh, whatever,
They're
that's
like,
normal.
We got it. Yeah, we never put away our parkas until late
later.
May. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our temperatures this morning. It's not bad. It's 42 degrees out there. It is quite crisp. It does feel like 37. Winds are out of the west-northwest at just around 10 miles per hour, just a little bit under. It will be a touch on the breezy side, so yes, we know the drill with this one. That means it will feel a little bit cooler throughout our entire day today. By about 6 p.m. today, we're at around 52 degrees, and once again, we're going to turn overcast as the day progresses on. For us tonight, frost will develop in patches. Some spots, especially closer to the city, I don't expect to see frost in. But my low-lying areas, Chesterfield Valley, those more rural spots, I'm looking right at you. We are going to see some frost for you. 35 degrees, winds will be out of the northwest about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Our sunset is at about 7:45. For tomorrow, we wake up with that morning frost in a few areas, 56 degrees, and those winds will settle down. They're going to be out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour.
Thanks, Tracy. This morning, a teenage girl is in juvenile detention after an argument on the Metrolink ended in a stabbing on Wednesday. This is the transit system's second violent incident in 2 weeks. Our Robert Townsend spoke with riders and police, pushing to see what Metrolink is doing to improve safety on its trains.
For the past 2 months, Terry Boatman's daily rides on Metrolink trains at this Washington Park station have been peaceful, but not Wednesday afternoon.
I remember walking up on the platform.
Seconds later,
The driver said, "Do not aboard the train."
the Shiloh woman couldn't board her eastbound train due to a violent incident she saw on a westbound train.
I seen the guy that got cut.
St. Clair County Sheriff's deputies say shortly after 2 Wednesday afternoon, 2 male riders first got into an argument, which quickly escalated into a fight on a train near Kings Highway and St. Clair Avenue. Witnesses say a 17-year-old girl then stabbed a man who was fighting her boyfriend in his face and on his shoulder.
And I seen his face cut from here to here. Open, just horrible.
Deputies quickly arrested the girl and her boyfriend. They later released the 20-year-old man. The wounded rider remains in a hospital.
Yes, very lucky.
Last Thursday, 2 male passengers got into a fight on a Metrolink train. In that incident, a gun went off. Dozens of riders were on the train at the time. No one was hurt. So after these 2 violent incidents on Metrolink trains, we wanted to know, what is the company doing to keep its riders safe? A spokesperson says in Illinois, St. Clair County Sheriff's deputies, police officers, and contracted security officers routinely patrol the trains and platforms. In a statement, Metro also says, we are working with our police partners to increase the law enforcement presence on the Metrolink system. Meantime, police remind riders to stay alert.
If you see somebody get into an start yelling at each other, getting in an altercation, move away from them. If you see something, say something. You'll get on the phone, dial 911.
And they need to stop.
Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
New from overnight, police found a man shot to death in North St. Louis. It happened just after midnight this morning at the corner of Claxton and Lillian in the Walnut Park East neighborhood. Police have not told us any more information about the victim or any suspects. This is at least the 42nd homicide and 191st shooting in the city just this year. Well, St. Louis Police Chief Robert Tracy addressed the crime rate in the city in a press conference after his first 100 days on the job. He also fired back at allegations from the St. Louis Circuit Attorney's Office. Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner has blamed police for some of her office's shortcomings, saying they don't turn over evidence to prosecutors in a timely manner. Our Christine Byers was in the room when Chief Tracy defended his department.
St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner's office has accused the police department of not turning over evidence in a timely manner twice in recent weeks. The allegations came after cases involving a double homicide suspect and a shooting suspect fell apart. Chief Tracy defended his department Friday against those allegations.
And I can tell you, when requested for the information, it has been handed over in a timely manner to get a case ready.
Chief Tracy also talked about how he's added another officer to the body-worn camera division to try to make sure video can get to prosecutors as soon as possible. And he says crime is down in the city in some categories.
It's early, but we're down about 16% in homicides from where we were last year. And we're down in overall crime on the Part 1 crimes, about 9%. The only thing that's really hurting us and the only crime that we're up is auto thefts.
The chief also talked about how he's attended more than 75 community meetings and helped negotiate a union contract for officers that included raises. Still, he says there's a lot more work to be done.
Everybody wants to see the city do better, and there's a lot of people rooting for us. We're going to get there.
Christine Byers, 5 on your side.
Today, the St. Louis Circuit Attorney's Office is hosting a job fair. They're looking to hire paralegals, administrative assistants, and other support staff. If you're interested, head to the Carnahan Courthouse on Market Street between 10 and 1 today. Now, this circuit attorney's office is seeing a string of resignations since Missouri's Attorney General launched a legal effort to remove Kim Gardner from office. This Friday, there will be only 2 prosecutors left to handle over 500 cases. Preventing prescription drug abuse, how you can get rid of old medicine today, no questions asked. In the Supreme Court's biggest abortion ruling since the overturn of Roe v. Wade, why this isn't the last we'll hear about the abortion pill.
And our sunrise, our first light hours here, looking like a painting. How long it's going to last and, well, what it'll feel like when you walk out the door.